Welcome back to another episode of Adventures in RV Living. We left off our last video entering Kentucky as we were on our way down from Ohio to Florida for the winter. Follow along as you witness why sometimes, let's just say, the most unplanned adventures turn in to be the most memorable.
You can go right ahead. Don't buy them out.
Okay, that's right.
You, let me know. I'll bend up something for you. You can stay right there and look around and take a picture.
This doesn't feel good. Yeah. Well, again, it's still at least 125 pounds. He and his dinner guests would drink straight from that single barrel. And then at the end of the dinner, he'd bottle up some and you could take it home. I need friends like this. In the 70s, 80s, early 90s, they were drinking vodka and wine coolers. You know, there were 50 people working here at the time. 84. 50. We were on life support. We were ready to sell off the place for scrap. But Elmer T. Lee and a couple of the marketing guys came up with this idea. Got to try something. And he came up with a single barrel concept. And which, you know, the genesis of his dinner parties. And they created the bottle. They came up with the 8 different stoppers for the single barrel. And to honor the other great tradition in Kentucky, the other big industry in Kentucky, horse racing, they came up with 8 different stoppers. And so, if you look at them carefully, there's different strides in them. So, going into the starting gate, coming out of the gate, getting up to speed, first turn, second turn, down the home stretch they come, crossing the finish line, and your arm raised in victory. So if you collect all 8 of these, you can mail them to us. We'll mount them on a stave like this and send it back to you free of charge.
That's awesome.
So it gets its name from when they used to brand the barrel heads. This is a barrel head. And there used to be a fire pit right over here. And they would have branding irons in there. Container rule. It says that you can use any container, but most everybody uses barrels because they're easier to move. They roll. And so they would just roll down there. If you notice there's a slight grade to them, you get a barrel going, it'll just kind of just tumble its way down.
Just about the top.
All right. Yeah, if you're noticing these barrels in the top row, they're W.L. Weller barrels that were barreled in January 5th of 2007. So they're 13, well, getting close to 14 years old. So let's talk about Buffalo Trace.
Yes.
Have we had Buffalo Trace? Has anyone had Buffalo Trace before?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's one of the most versatile bourbons you're going to find. It's strong in flavor. It's robust in flavor. It holds up in the cocktails. You can drink it neat. You can drink it over ice. You can mix a Coke with it if you wanted to. A couple drops of water. It makes a great old fashioned. And this is a sipper, so I just said drink it how you like it. But then I'm going to say, don't mix anything with this. This is meant to be sent. This is neat over ice, a couple drops of water. Again, drink it how you like it, but enjoy it. Respect this one. Don't mix a Diet Coke with this one, please. Or don't tell me you do if you do. You know? It's made with 2 ingredients. Can you guess?
Bourbon and cream.
Bingo. Yeah.
Yes.
Going in front of the class. Nice job. It's made with real cream. A lot of the other cream liqueurs you may have had could have been made with artificial dairy. Like, ooh. Shocking. Sorry to break it to you. They say it lasts 6 months in the refrigerator, but maybe a week. You'll drink it.
It's really good. It's
That's tasty. If you had told me 2.5 years ago that I could, take a root beer, mix it with a cream liqueur, I'd say,
Right.
no way. But I trusted my tour guide at the time. Yep, there's no going back after that. So.
I think this is it, yeah.
Yeah.
event parking. I'm supposed to go in there. Yeah, let's loosen this up.
This guy's gonna remind you of Tito's. It's super smooth. It's distilled 6 times, but it's better than Tito's because it is stronger than Tito's. But this is the only one that's gonna feel like this, I promise.
Ready?
Starts you off easy with 100 proof stuff.
So, mango habanero.
Go to steakhouse.
Lucy Snow! Yeah. Okay, so we are leaving Pigeon Forge, Tennessee, because of this. Blake, what are we doing right now?
Snuggling with the kitties.
But why are we at this gas station?
Because the kitties are snuggle worthy.
Oh, you mean
No.
the legitimate reason?
Yes.
While we're sitting here doing nothing. Truck issues. The truck has a faulty sensor that thinks that it's overheating. So it's going in struggle mode and won't let us go over 20 miles an hour.
We are in between Knoxville and Chattanooga.
Middle of, I think it's called Middle of.
Yeah, we're about an
Middle
hour
of-
north
middle
of
of nowhere.
Chattanooga. Looks like this is where we're staying tonight, at a truck dealership. Camping here tonight because they have a very short staff to not be able to do anything tonight. Hey y'all, so I'm going to tell you a quick little story. This past Tuesday, we left Pigeon Forge. We're heading south, and about halfway between Knoxville and Chattanooga, our truck started shaking and it went in limp mode, so it can only go 20 miles per hour. So that's happened to us before, so we knew it was a sensor. Fortunately, there was a Jackie Jones Ford dealership not far from where we were. So they've been very kind to let us stay in their parking lot, which isn't ideal, but hasn't been horrible. I mean, we're way in the back, it's quiet, we've got our generator, keeps us warm. Had to get parts from Atlanta, shipped to them. That was Tuesday. We get to Friday, and we're getting kind of antsy, where they say that it's not done, and they'll get back to it on Monday, because they don't do service on the weekends. So that was a bummer, because we're like, okay, we're here for a couple more days. So making lemonade out of lemons, west of here, towards Nashville, there's Falls Creek Fall State Park. So we did some hikes over there a few days ago. And then yesterday we went over to the Cherahalla Skyway, which connects Tennessee and North Carolina. In the Cherokee National Forest, there is Bald River Falls. So we got to see that, which was unbelievably beautiful, and did a hike out there yesterday. Today, we went to the Lost Sea Adventure, which is literally 10 minutes from where we're at, and it is an underground lake They take you on a boat ride. You see all these trout that are living under sea level. It's crazy. So that was quite the experience. I'd never even heard of, never would have done it if we wouldn't have got stuck here. Truck breaks down, small town, just Christmas time. I was joking with the visitor center lady. I said, I feel like I'm in a Hallmark movie. All I need is a Christmas tree lighting and it would be perfect. She goes, actually, she hands me a flyer. Last night was actually their Christmas tree lighting. You really felt like there should be cameras everywhere. People literally roasting chestnuts, the Christmas tree lighting, a live nativity scene, little truck pulling around, kids on carts, a horse carriage ride, someone dressed up as the Grinch, soap they used to look like snow, a couple military, Air Force, like brew their own beer. They were just giving out, beer to the public yesterday, just friendliest people ever. I'm a big Hallmark person. I know it's cheesy, bring out the wine, but it was so awesome to see these towns, like, they really do exist, and people are that friendly, and it was just the cutest thing. Like I told Blake, I was almost in tears yesterday. I was just like so happy. We also found this restaurant, Ironworks Grill. Today being Sunday, the Browns were actually playing the Tennessee Titans, so I'm from Ohio, so it was just cool to watch an Ohio team playing here in Tennessee. It just turns out like literally like you can't plan things all the time. And I like to plan things, but it's just cool that the things that we got to see that I never would have seen if it didn't happen. RV life does not always go as planned, but you definitely have to have a sense of humor, and you got to be flexible, and you just got to have faith that things will work out. So we're going to go in here, get some ice cream, and right before that, what phone call did you just get, Blake?
We got invited to stay in Tennessee for 5 days for no charge. That's a fly fishing river right there. Catch you some brown trouts.
Festival is a mix of history and happiness. A yearly event which is just one of many things for you to see and do at Ball Creek Falls State Park.
Oh, what a beautiful country we live in, huh? It sure is. We started full-time RVing almost 3 years ago, and we've been from coast to almost coast. Now we're headed down to Florida. Oh yeah? Yeah.
It's like our own little Angel's Landing.
Yeah, you ever been out to Angel's Landing?
Or Zion, I guess more. In Utah.
In Utah. There's 5 major national parks in the state of Utah. Zion's one of them, but it's probably the most beautiful one. Wow. And then
Oh, wait, look.
where?
So you got the Grinch, and then straight
Oh,
in
geez.
here, the
I know,
Santa
I
Claus. Oh my gosh. This is such a Hallmark movie. I love it. I really love it.
All we need now is snow.
Please come home for Christmas.
Where?
Thank you. That just startled me. I was like, who's behind me?
You go through a tunnel and then you go underneath. You walk out.
They made it so you just slide down.
There's only so far you can slide before those rocks will catch your fall.
They wax it pretty good.
It works, it works. Now don't worry, if you're afraid of heights, we're underground. This is actually lower down than you normally are. We're forced to close down. And nothing else legal here opened up until 1965 became the law C as it is today. Now a great way to tell the difference between a stalactite and a stalagmite is a stalactite will tie to the ceiling, a stalagmite might reach it in one day. So Ben Sands hiked back up to tell everyone, but he was 13, so no one believed him. By the time anyone came down here to see what he discovered, the drought was over, so the water had risen back up to its normal height. It completely submerged the tunnel, made it look like Ben Sands made this all up. So no one believed him. However, in 1964, explorers down here during a time of drought, they came across the same tunnel, but took a more direct approach about getting to the other side. They drilled in and blew it up with dynamite, because dynamite can solve all of our problems. These explorers were local. They'd heard the story of Ben Sands before. Once they tracked him down, they started asking him questions he'd only know the answers to. They had him hike from the natural entrance all the way down to where we are right now at the age of 72. He got full credit for discovering the lake that Ben Sands Tunnel is named after him, but most importantly, he got a huge I told you so moment from everyone who didn't believe him. 59 years after the fact, but you know, better late than never. And open up the Cavern Tavern, an underground bar with 3 moonshine stills and 3 dance floors. People come down here, they would drink, dance, gamble, do whatever they wanted. One slight issue with that, though, is a little bit difficult to get drunk down here. This is due to all the air pressure. Air pressure is stronger down here, so the alcohol would actually stay nice and tight in your kidneys, rather than break your bloodstream. So people drink about 3 times the amount of alcohol than you normally would without feeling any of the effects from it. Well, that's not completely true. So as they start going back up the steps, the higher they got on the steps, the higher they got in general. Now, they would usually end up passing out about halfway up and start tumbling back down and knocking everyone else on those steps down with them. They'd all end up in the pile down here, usually unconscious for a few hours. As you can imagine, not great for business. They were only open for a few months. They had numerous complaints, many injuries, and also in 1947, Tennessee was a dry state, so it wasn't exactly a legal business endeavor. The darker marks in general, though, can be carbon dated, so they're historical to at least some extent. However, anything just scratched onto the rocks, such as Dennis Ray Belcher from 1965, or Dennis Ray Belcher from 1965.
What the heck?
Or Dennis Ray Belcher from 1965. Or Melissa and Jeremiah. Now, sadly, those are scratch marks. We can't date those back, but when you write your entire name down when you commit a crime, it's a little bit easier to track you down, and Dennis Ray Belcher learned that the hard way. You'll find $1,500 in total for that. So if you're ever going to deface something like this, make sure you use the name of the person you dislike most.
Right.
Congratulations, everyone made it to the lake room. This is the room with a lake in it. Very self-explanatory. Now this is 800 foot long, 220 feet wide, and as highest point from the water surface to the rocks right above is roughly 65 feet, making it the largest accessible chamber within the cave system, with a visible 4.5 acres of water in this room. Rainbow trout normally taste pretty good, however these rainbow trout are not apparently all too great in taste. So there was a time that a rainbow trout jumped up into a woman's lap. Oh, right. Now, at this point in time, she took her purse and beat it to death.
Oh.
Now, she then took the rainbow trout, put it in the purse, brought it back up to the top with her, told her she wasn't believing about it. We were terrified to tell her no. She used to be a fish to death of the purse. Kind of what she might try to do to us. We let her bring it home. A few days later, we got a phone call from her telling us how awful rainbow trout down here tastes. The moral of the story is don't eat the rainbow trout down here.
You ready to go to Florida?
Yeah.
This is Fort Valley, Georgia, just south of Macon. Fellow RVers, this is a boondocker's welcome. So they were able to...
South of Macon, rhymes with bacon.
Oh my goodness. Sweetest people. Made us maple butter and banana bread. And then we had some peach jam as well when we got here. We got in late. We just got the truck. We got it back after a week. The truck fixed and booked it down here yesterday. So we got in about 7:30. It was already dark. So they were nice enough to let us stay here for the night. With electricity, it was so nice not have to run the generator for night. So we are headed to an RV resort in Florida with palm trees and the ocean nearby. So excited. He's like, I'm gonna pick him up dinner somewhere else. Oh, hold on to it, hold on to it. Oh, watch me.
Black and red pepper with a dash of chili. And then what's this one?
Whoa, that's...
Turkey summer sausage.
Ooh, nice.
No, this will last a couple hours.
You know your son well.
Just kidding.
And this is, I will enjoy every moment. That Gouda is calling my name. I love it.
Oh my Gouda.
It all looks amazing.
Yeah, thanks, Mom.
Yeah, thank you. Merry Christmas. It's okay, you just heard a motorcycle. You're okay.
Okay. I'll give in and let you in, but I know you will want to get back out in 5 more minutes. Come on. Good girl. You're smooth. That is not yours. Hey. Did you pry that open? Hey. Kitty. 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 Hey. That's not yours. What the heck? Not yours. Nope. Not yours.